Wow. Am I live? Holy moly. Wow. I'm live. The damn phone turned itself on. Hope I didn't say anything incriminating.
Cut it off and start it over.
It's too late to cut it off and start over. 29 people are watching.
You know, they like to see they always want to see something.
Hello. I'm Stupid Dragon. And welcome to Stupid Dragon Biker TV. I don't, how long have I been live? Oh my goodness. Holy moly. I'm just holy moly. Hi, I'm Black Dragon and welcome to my YouTube channel, Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, we'd like to thank you for tuning in from wherever it is in the world you happen to be. Actually, this is my Facebook channel, Black Dragon Biker TV. But we're on YouTube, Black Dragon Biker TV. We're also on Instagram, Black Dragon Biker TV. And we're on all kinds of things. 4 minutes, said Chris. Holy freaking moly. I wonder if there's a way I can go back and like delete 4 minutes of this. I don't even know what I was talking about. In an event, oh yeah, I was talking about, you guys were around for my fire, some of you guys, when my house burned down. Well, I had another incident where my RV flooded for 5 days. I had it connected, and I don't go to it every day, so it sat and just flooded for 5 days. So they put in a whole brand new floor, or they're putting in it now. So I'll give you guys some videos so you can kind of check it out, see the before and after. It was really bad, but they fixed the thing, so I'm pretty happy with it. All right, Debway. Dang, I always mess up that name. What's up, guys? Good to see you. I'm so embarrassed. All right. As you know, getting into the subject matter, we're just going to run on into the subject matter. As you guys know, some of you guys know, I started my YouTube channel. I started on Facebook about 4.5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 4.5, 5 years ago. And I switched off of Facebook about 3 years ago and went exclusively to YouTube. Then I came back here to Facebook about 3 or 4 weeks ago so that I could have both platforms up and running. And it's really been pretty cool. Thank you, Alan Davidson from Scotland, for tuning in. So, oh, and this thing's not doing right again. I see it doing that crazy stuff. All right, so I started this channel really just to explain MC protocol, because so many motorcycle clubs were going through such hell. My first video was violence on the MC set. Somebody said, loving Tia's new suit, it's beautiful. Oh, JP is looking over you over in Brazil. He's looking at your suit. Well, you better, JP boy, let me put my head in front of her. Y'all gonna make me mess y'all up. But anyway, Tia said thank you. I really just started this channel to talk about MC protocol because you guys were getting in so much trouble, especially with the 1%ers coming down on y'all's heads so hard. And my first video was all about a poor club that had gotten shot up. There's some things they just didn't understand about what was going on. And I said, well, shoot, man, I can just make some videos and talk about the way to do things to stop the trouble, to stop the club shootouts and stuff like that some of you guys are going through, and so many questions you guys had. And so that really started this roller coaster that we've been on for the last few years. But along with this comes man, it's hard to be on social media. It's hard to be on the radio. It's hard to be on podcasts. It's hard to be in the spotlight giving your opinions because you open yourself up to so many other people's opinions, most especially about what they think about you or about what you're doing. And it takes on these political overtones. And people attribute things to you that you really didn't think you were doing, you weren't trying to do. Hello, JoJo in Texas. Things that were never a part of your get down. It's just, this is what people think. And they make these sometimes very terrible videos about you. I was blown away when I was looking around and there were other YouTube channels making videos about me, calling me out, calling me by name. And I guess that wasn't so bad, but then they had all these terrible accusations. He stands for this. And I never have done a video about what I stand for. But there's all these folks that will tell you, he stands for this, he stands for that. And one of the biggest ones I had attributed to me was, he's telling you to bow down to the 1%ers. He's telling you to be un-American and bow down. And it went on from there. People actually making videos. What do you know about it, Black Dragon? Who died and made you the boss? And who died and made you the spokesman for? And you're telling clubs that they need to bow down to, and it just gets just horrible. And I can't find a video anywhere where I've ever made a recommendation as to what path to take. But by illustrating the paths and the pluses and the minuses and the benefits and the non-benefits that happen, by illustrating the path alone, it takes on a life that the accusation is that you've taken one side or another, whether you've ever taken one side or another or not. And so I get to the point that I don't give a damn what you think. You can keep all your little videos. I ain't going to watch them. Matter of fact, whenever I see those videos, because somebody sent it to me, you guys send me links to that stuff. And people that have one viewer, never made a video before, will make a video talking about what they think about me or my opinion. And then they'll send me a link to it. Well, dude, why didn't you just call me up on the phone or Skype me or any of that? We could have talked about this. You didn't have to make an edited video, but I appreciate it. So anyway, I want to see if I can put this together in this video and kind of put it all together so when somebody comes at me, I just point them to this video and say, yeah, we'll go to that video. I discussed that. So the first thing I want to say is Bill Lamb said, funny, I always thought you stood for the Black Sabbath, just passing on the knowledge. That's absolutely right. And another thing I want to say is I'll also get this stuff from folks. Well, what did your motorcycle club do? Well, that's not your damn business. I am never on this thing to talk about what I would consider to be club business. And what a 45-year-old motorcycle club does, I can promise you, is not what you're going to do with a 6-month-old group of cats trying to start a motorcycle club. You're not going to swagger like that, no matter what you do, for a while. So this isn't really personal. It's me as an old guy telling you what I've seen and what you can expect. And it may come true and it may not. Someone said it's true. You always say do what you want to do. And but people hear what they want to hear. They have selective hearing. So I got two things to tell you in this video. One, I don't care what you do. It's not my motorcycle club. I want everybody to be safe. I love everybody. I have respect for everybody. I care about you all. But I don't, you know, I think that if you think that getting a blessing is kissing somebody's ass, I don't think you or anybody should kiss anybody's ass. What's up, Ramon Sepulveda? Good morning to you, sir. Ramon is a guy who is in Colorado, and we did a video about him. He's a guy that rides a motorcycle with one arm after almost being killed in a motorcycle wreck. And you guys got to see my video called "Not Even Losing an Arm Will Stop This Biker from Biking." So name something like that. And it's just an amazing story about an amazing person. So I'm very glad to have him on the channel. But I want you to know I don't care what you do. I care about you as a person. I care about you as an MC. But y'all are grown folk. I want you to do whatever you want to do. If you feel like you're not going to bow down, I'm not fixing to bow down to nobody. So I don't expect you to do it. But I will read this letter that has come to me, and it comes to me from a very dear friend. And he is also a one percenter, but he's kind of a one percenter with a different outlook. He's been against getting a blessing and all this kind of stuff. He's been against that since I've ever known him. And his name is Miklo. And he sent me this letter to a video that I did after I did the video, 10 Things You Should Know Would Happen If You Say No to the 1% Blessing. A lot of these people that are on these agendas to get you to fight with them and go to war with them, I'm all for that, man. Like, hey, nobody wants to be told what to do. But a lot of these folks will convince you to go to war, and they ain't going to war with you. And when they talk about all of this that they want you to do, they never talk about both sides. They talk about it as if you're going to push for freedom, and the next thing you know, it'll be granted. And freedom, you know, freedom, there's you got to fight hard for freedom. I love the Mel Gibson movie, what's it called? Patriots or something like that, where it shows what the Patriots really went through to get their freedom. The British were absolutely brutal. And that's something that my teachers never taught me. They never taught me about you know, we just read about the Boston Tea Party and all the highlights. And we never knew, I never knew until I started researching history later in my life, just how tough it was for those folks to get their freedom. So I got two letters here. And I'm going to read them both to you, and then I want you guys to take away from this whatever you'll take away from it. So one comes from my friend, Miklo One Percenter, who says, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The cops absolutely love this whole get your blessings from the dominant system, because the whole thing is extremely illegal. And this is the part that gets me upset. See, people forget that one percenters are people too. They can be influenced just like anyone else. So when they're on YouTube early in the morning, like all of us, and they see videos from the only MC related YouTube channels saying things like, just go get your blessing, avoid a lot, because it'll avoid a lot of trouble. Sometimes I don't know what you people are thinking. He's talking about people like me. I don't know what you people are thinking. Why don't you just go get your blessings? Let me try this again. I don't know what you people are thinking. Why don't you just go get your blessings? They then think that they have the community on their side, and that they have the right to control the world through violence. So this comes from my YouTube channel that quote unquote says, just go get your blessings. So because my YouTube channel says that, then the one percenters that see this think that they have the community's blessings. Like, you know, I would fight that saying, I don't believe that they need my blessing to do whatever it is they've been doing since long before I had a YouTube channel. But he says, I think that you guys with your YouTube channels don't really grasp just how much power and influence you have. Your accomplished motorcycle club resumes give you the authority to speak on these subjects in many people's eyes, including many 1%ers. You have the power to set things right and to put an end to the system that is destroying our way of life. If little old me can stand up to the self-destructive system, I know you guys can too. I know my comment is a little off topic, but it all ties together. We got to get back to the good stuff. True brotherhood and riding. Stand up and join the movement of positivity. So, what's up, Jumper, OFFO? Good to see you, man. So, you know, this is what I think about that. I think that it's interesting because when you're on these platforms and you're telling people who don't get down like that to go jump off in a war and get in a fight with somebody, that's not how I would tell somebody to fix something. I would say if you want to fix something, go to your congressman. The pen is mightier than the sword. When you get on these, vote for people that are going to change laws. If you want to make something happen, take your butt and go vote. Write letters to congressmen, write letters to senators, sit on juries instead of running away from juries and not wanting to be bothered. Get involved in local politics yourself. There's a whole lot of ways to slay Goliath that don't have a damn thing to do with you as 3 or 4 people standing up to somebody with a war machine. And that's what never comes in these letters. What comes in these letters is sensationalism. Going out with a bang. I guess it's because it's young guys that write them. Going out with a bang and standing for your blah, 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 blah. Man, I say write some legislation up and send it to a congressman and get that approved. That's what changes things. That's why the media and the police departments are winning these wars, because they're kicking ass with pens and pencils. The other thing is I want to talk about the other side. That's when I talk about this, I talk about the other side. Yeah, what you said is great, but have you actually lived it? Have you actually been that motorcycle club that told them people to go kiss your ass? This guy has. Black Dragon, another excellent video full of wisdom. He was talking about my video, 10 things that you know will happen if you say no to the 1% blessing. He goes, unlike a lot of clowns talking about I do what I want on social media, I'll talk from actual experience on the set. I live most of these things, being in a support club for an MC that was not blessed. Being in a support club for an MC that was not blessed. That's interesting in and of itself. One of our MC guys was actually assaulted by the dominant for refusing to remove his cut. He was fairly severely injured and spent some time in the hospital. We were absolutely shunned. He's talking about by the 1%er community. And in my video, on thing number 9, I actually said on thing number 9 that you should be careful, or you should notice that the rest of the MC set would shun you. And he says it right here, we were absolutely shunned. Our bike nights went from 40 plus a week to 2 at our last one. We held a charity ride and got 2 people. The cops did target us, and several of our MC brothers ended up on trial for felony gang activity. These are things I told you would happen in my video. Here's a guy that actually went through it. When I rode alone or with my wife, I did not wear my cut to avoid any drama or issues that might especially affect my wife. The dominant knew me, and they knew my bike. And still, to this day, they bring it up sometime. And I turned in my vest almost a year ago and cut ties with both clubs. Being in a club that wasn't blessed turned riding into work and stress and killed the fun in it. And also killed the fun in being in a club. So, as this man says, do what you want. Black Dragon says it. Do what you want. Do what you want. But be prepared to deal with the consequences. You are free to choose, but freedom of choice does not equal freedom from consequences. Shiny side up. So, I want everyone to feel free to roam about the countryside in any fashion you may choose. Black Dragon is all for your freedom and individual rights. What I tell you is not to scare you or anything like that. It's that what this guy has lived, I have seen with my own two eyes on more than one occasion. Thousands of occasions now over the last 31 years. And so I just simply want to tell you the kinds of things that you could face, the kinds of things that are out there, so that when you make your decision to do what you do, you make that decision from a full plate, knowing everything, the good and the bad, the romantic and the not so romantic, the amazing and the unamazing, the brave and the cowardly. All that is there for you to decide what you're going to do. A lot of y'all aren't built for that lifestyle. You're not built to have a prolonged war or a shootout, or, you know, some of you cats that have never had PTSD, well, that's what it comes from. And ask some of the warriors that you may know that do live with those effects of that. Those are all kinds of things that you think about. And then some people don't think about that at all. They just jump right into action. And I love those people because they make changes too. They make changes that the rest of us benefit from. The changes that Martin Luther King, not everybody could march like Martin Luther King and get thrown in jail and dogs put on them and things like that. Not everybody could march like Gandhi. But a whole lot of people were affected positively by that. So if that's you, go be you, go do you. But don't get mad if someone says, if you touch that flame, your finger will burn. You're against me touching the flame. No, I just wanted you to know you could get burned. That's all. So, is getting a 1% blessing bowing down? Just depends on how you look at it, I suppose. And based on how you look at it, it's going to be based on you doing you. And I, Black Dragon, will be all for you doing you. And your MC doing it. Okay? I have no dog in your hunt. That's all on you. All right. We've got gear, blackdragonsgear.com. Please check us out on bikerliberty.com. You can get this kind of story and many others like it. We're on Teesprings. If you go to our YouTube channel, Black Dragon Biker TV on YouTube, you can see our t-shirts on Teesprings. We've got all kinds of incredible new cool t-shirts, and the new Wii shirts are now here. We got something really great coming for our top fans. I'm having some stickers devised now, and once you get those stickers, if you're a top fan, we're going to send those out to you. So do the top fan thing. I just so appreciate all of the top fans. Please like and share this channel because it's growing. We have grown to almost 6,000 subscribers in about 4 weeks time, 3.5, 4 weeks time. Just absolutely phenomenal growth. I want to thank you for that. So please continue to share and like and follow this channel. So far last week we actually touched, so far this week we've actually touched about 77,000 people, which is really, really, really cool. Don't forget to check out my podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. You can get that podcast any place you get podcasts, and videos like this and also interviews and all kinds of things are going to be on that podcast, so you can play it while you're driving down the street or download it and listen to it when you're hanging out on the beach and you want to listen to Black Dragon, which I think is cool. Is that everything? My books, Prospects Bible, and Sergeant at Arms Bible and Motorcycle Club Bible, all those are available on Amazon and Kindle, and you can also get them from blackdragonsgear.com. Bikerliberty.com is our online magazine. We want you to check that out. What's up, Sancho, National President of the Trucker Club, Bandits. Oh my goodness. Man, I got to write stuff down. But you guys got to check him out. I did a video about those guys. Or in my last video, I talked about those guys. So, the Bandits Trucker Club. Man, put the name of your club down here so I don't look stupid like this. Hey, Black Dragon, I hope you're well. As always, good to see you educating folks on the community. Could you do a piece on going Nomad and what Nomad means to the MC? So, going Nomad is really a one percenter thing. So that's not something I'm likely to cover. But I did do a video called "Do 99% Motorcycle Clubs Have Nomads?" On my YouTube channel, and maybe I'll put that on here, and that would probably be a good way to answer that video request. Long Holland Bandits. There we go. Thank you, sir. Long Holland Bandits TC Trucker Club. So if you over-the-road truckers want a family, please check out Sancho, the national president, and Long Holland Bandits. That's with the Z. All right. Any questions for me before I go? I hate that I wasted 4 minutes of you guys' time. Somebody said, John said, do what you're capable of enduring, because you are correct. Not everyone is cut out for it. I think people should stand for what they believe in, but should think it out fully. Work smarter, not harder, right? Long Haul Bandits. Long Holland Bandits. Long Haul Bandits. Uh-oh. Snyder John. Appreciate you. Phoenix Jason. Just dodged death the other day. Got hit in my work truck, but I'm still walking. God bless you, man. And I'm glad you're still alive and still with us. I personally, as National P, am not in any of our chapters. Therefore, I'm a nomad. There you go. And as a National P, that's absolutely correct. Best bike to learn on. Best bike to learn on, I think it depends on your weight and your size. And I need to do a video about what's the best bike to learn on. It's absolutely not a Hayabusa 1300 or something like that. I say probably something in the 550 to 750 range. I like Honda Rebels. But anything like that, it's Suzuki GS 650, something like that, if they still make those. Mid-range, medium kind of bike, and you'll be able to stick with it a while and learn how to move it. When I first started riding, they were 125s and Honda 50s and trail 125s and things like that. And it was I was riding for, you know, a decade and a half before I ever saw a super bike. So people that get Ninjas and Hayabusas and stuff as their first bikes are only fools trying to die. It's Smoke from Straight Clown and MC. Appreciate the knowledge you give us. Thank you, Smoke. It's good to hear from you guys. Yeah, Merlin told me he ran into you, Sancho. That was cool. He actually sent me some pictures you guys took, which I thought was real cool. All right, so that's that. Please check me out on Black Dragon Biker TV on YouTube. And I think I've covered it all. Let us know your comments in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny.